I hope you guys are doing well and are having the most incredible day. As always, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I know what you're going to say, Melody, why are you buying more books? Well, I'll tell you for why, because I have a book buying addiction. If you guys are not new to my channel, you will know this. I upload book hauls basically once a month. I collectively collect all the books I've bought over the past few weeks and we do one big haul video, but I know I do need to slow it down. I really do, but I cannot help myself. I have some incredible books to share with you this month. We have some signed books, some books which I know you guys are probably going to be so shocked I haven't read yet, some incredible purchases from the works. We've got a really great mix. I have 2 absolutely stuffed bags from Waterstones plus about 6 books which didn't fit. So we have a massive haul to go through today. Also, I am going to be doing a giveaway in today's video of 3 books which I know you guys are going to love, so make sure you guys watch every single minute of this video so you guys don't miss the giveaway. So without further ado, as always, we are going to dive right in. I hope you guys enjoy this video and carry on watching. Okay, so we are going to go in no particular order. I've got a bunch from the works, a bunch from Waterstones, maybe 1 or 2 possibly from WH Smith, I'm not really sure. So let's go through bag 1 first, which has a mixture, I believe, of Waterstones and the works. So recently the works have been absolutely smashing out the Lucy Score books. Now if you guys don't know me, I absolutely love Lucy Score's books. I think that they are so well written, they're so easy to read, I flow through them like so quickly, and I noticed that a few of the books that they had coming out in the works I had on my Amazon wish list probably for over a year and a half, and I was gasping because not only were they in the works for cheaper, they were in the 3 for £7.50 section. I couldn't say no. I would actually be wasting money not picking these books up. So we have a bunch. So the first one is Fall into Temptation. Do I have any idea what this book is about? Absolutely not. I'm not going to sit here and go through every single synopsis of every single book because we would be here all day. But what I will do is hold the back up so you guys can have a read. This one is part of a series and I do have the second book in this haul somewhere, or is this the second book? Doesn't actually say, which is confusing. Anyway, this is part of a series. The other book is in this pile somewhere, so we will go through that in a second. This was in the 3 for £7.50 section. Absolute bargain, and I need to take that sticker off because it is ugly. But yeah, that is the first book we picked up. Okay, so I just dug through the bag and I found the other book in this series, and this is No More Secrets. I feel like any romance by Lucy Score, like this one is Small Town, instantly gonna love it. So this is the back. Feel free to have a read. Again, I don't really know too much about what this series is about, but all I do know is that every single Lucy Score book I really enjoy, so I don't doubt that I'll love this one. Also, one of these is really small, really great for the old Goodreads goal, and I just feel I'm gonna really enjoy them. Do I love the covers? I mean, they don't really match, so I'm not like obsessed, but yeah, these were cute and they were both in the £7.50, 3 for £7.50 range. Anyway, moving on. I feel like we should stick to Lucy Score books. So the next 4 books are again by Lucy Score, and they were all in the 3 for £7.50 section, and they are all part of the same series. So the first one is Blast from the Past. Then we have The Body in the Backyard. This one sounds really interesting. Then we have The Corpse in the Closet, which is this one. And lastly, we have The Dead Guy Next Door, which is this one. This is the series which I have had on my Amazon wish list for well over a year and a half. I have been really itching to buy it, but when I saw the works releasing it, I instantly picked them up and I just knew that I wanted to have them. And again, 3 for £7, you cannot go wrong. So I got all of these books for £15. Absolute bargain. Then we have a somewhat new release. This one is Under Lock and Key by Lana Ferguson. I have got 1, 2, 3 other books by Lana Ferguson. Have I read a single one? Absolutely not, but all I know is that her books are relatively spicy. This one, I believe, is something to do with a monster person, I think. Is that right? Is he like a monster man? I don't even really know, but I'm excited. It sounds really interesting. Anyway, this one looks so adorable, and again, I will hold the back up so you guys can have a little read of this one. Again, a new release. I just knew I wanted to get it for my collection, and also look at the spine. So beautiful. So I'm excited to dive into this one, and this one was £4, also from the works. Sticking with the works, the next book is by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and that is Scorched. Now, this one is actually book 2 in a series, which is really annoying because I haven't seen book 1 in the works actually ever, so I'm hoping that they do release book 1 at some point. This one, again, I don't really know too much about what it's about. I did have it on my Amazon wishlist for a while, and as soon as I saw it in the works, again, for £3.50, I could not say no to this bargain. It's a very small book, so it's going to be quite a quick read. I'm just really excited to dive into this author a little bit more. I've seen some really amazing releases from Jennifer L. Armentrout, so I'm really excited to dive into my first read. And the first one in the series is Frigid, I believe, and again, it's this one. Looks really cute too, so I definitely will pick that one up at some point, but this is book 2. A little bit annoying, but we picked it up anyway because I have no self-control. The next book, you're probably thinking, Melody, don't you already own that book? Yes, I do, but that is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I have every single Emily Henry book in paperback, so I needed this one to add to my collection. I have the hardback, and the works released this beautiful sprayed edge edition, which I really, really loved. To be honest, it was mainly for me to have them all in paperback together. Will I still keep the hardback? Absolutely, but I just knew how much I loved this book that I really wanted the paperback as well, and this one, I believe, I want to say was £5, and I also got a bookmark, which is really cute. The next book I picked up from Waterstones, so this one was £9.99, and that is The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. Have I read The Graham Effect and The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy? No, I have not. So am I gonna know if I like this series? Absolutely not. All I know is this is a spin-off of another series. I believe this focuses on the children from the first series, so I am excited to dive in. This is the back if you guys would like to have a read. I'm going to avoid this one because I don't want to spoil anything about book 1 and 2, but I just wanted to pick this one up when I saw it in there, and to be honest, the cover, adorable. Okay, besties, so we're going to take a brief pause and go through the giveaway rules, the regulations, and what you guys can win. Honestly, I haven't done a giveaway in so incredibly long, and I just really want to give back a little something to you guys, just to say thank you for sticking by me and watching my content. So basically, for today's giveaway, you are going to be in the chance to win 3 books, 2 of which I absolutely loved, one of which I haven't read yet, but I have high hopes for, and I know you guys will absolutely love it as well. I will show you guys the 3 books in a second. However, let's just go through the quick rules and regulations for this giveaway. So the first rule is you must be either over 18 or have a parent's permission to give me your address. Obviously, this is a major thing. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, so please make sure you do that. All of the other rules are as follows. So basically, you can be in a chance of entering up to 3 times. The first entry is obviously to subscribe to this channel. That is the main one. If you are not subscribed, you will not be able to win the giveaway. For rule number 2, you must follow me over on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagram accounts, both are linked down below, and you must follow me on both of the accounts. If you don't have an Instagram, that is no problem. Obviously, you can still subscribe to my channel and be entered into the giveaway. By following me on Instagram, it just gives you a little bit of an extra kind of point to be able to be picked. Does that make sense? Anyway, I hope it does. I feel like I'm rambling on and on. Anyway, subscribe to this channel, follow me on both my Instagram accounts, and for point number 3, you must leave me a comment down below telling me your ultimate favourite book. It can only be one book you would recommend to anybody you absolutely loved, and it's just like a 10-star read for you. I would love to know down below. I hope that makes sense. So let's dive into the 3 books that you guys are going to be able to win. The first one is the book I haven't read yet, and that is Flawless by Elsie Silver. This one, I will admit, apparently is quite spicy, so if you are not old enough or you are not into spice, please just bear that in mind, because this one is going to be quite spicy on the chili scale. So that is the first one, Cowboy Romance. You guys have seen this. Anyway, the next book is one of my personal 6-star reads, and that is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This book was so just perfect for this time of year. I think it is a great pick, and to be honest, if you want a romance and a really lovely story, incredible. And the last book I've decided to include in this giveaway is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. You guys know I'm a Frida gal. I love a good thriller, I love a good mystery, and this book was so good. The plot twists had me on the floor. I just cannot explain to you how good her books are. Again, if you don't like anything too descriptive in the gory or kind of twisted sense, I would probably avoid her books, but if you don't mind them, incredible. So these are the 3 books that you can win in today's giveaway. I am so excited to see who wins, and honestly, I just want to give you guys a little something just to say thank you for being here and supporting me. And obviously in my description I will leave all the rules and regulations again, because honestly I feel like me describing it probably literally makes no sense. So if any of it didn't make sense, please check my description for all the rules, regulations, and everything like that. So let's carry on with the book haul. I'm going to leave these safe and hopefully one of you guys can win them. Okay, so carrying on with the book haul, the next book, honestly, I mainly bought it because it's a signed copy. If you guys don't know me, I'm a big music gal. I love Green Day, Blink-182, Bowling for Soup, that kind of vibe just is my favourite, do you know what I mean? And when I saw that this book was coming out, I instantly knew I needed it because it is a signed edition by Mark Hoppus from Blink-182. Like, I just needed it. I didn't even need to know much of what the book was about. Like, all I knew is it was signed by him, and I just added it to my pre-order list from Waterstones. Look at that. I just cannot. Like, this is obviously a autobiography. I am so excited to dive into this one. It has photos. It's just going to be such a good read. I actually cannot wait to dive into this and read more of his background. If you guys didn't know, Mark Hoppus did have cancer at one point, and I can just see this being a really emotional but incredible book. So I cannot wait to dive into this one, and I got this one from Waterstones. The next book I picked up is simply because the author is actually very local to me, and that is Soul Hate by Hannah Kingsley. I actually went into my local Waterstones not long ago. I filmed a whole book shopping video, and I picked this one up really on a whim because I knew I wanted to pick it up and give it a read because I wanted to be a supportive queen. But as soon as I saw this one was signed, I was like, I need it. Like, I'm just gonna pick it up and give it a go. Do I know much of what this one is about? Absolutely not, but it looks adorable. To be honest, it's giving like Roman fantasy romance vibes. I am just so excited about this one, and yeah, I don't even need to read the back. Like, I know I'm gonna love it. It is giving cozy fantasy romance, and yeah, I'm just very excited about this one. The next book I picked up, to be honest with you guys, it wasn't on my radar, it wasn't on my wish list. I had no real intention of picking up this book, but when I filmed that book shopping vlog, I instantly knew I wanted to pick it up. I don't know why. I just think it looked really cute and really fun, and that is Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I mainly picked this one up because this is the Works exclusive edition. It's the blue cover. It is so adorable. It is giving really fun summery romance book. I know this one is set in New York, and it is giving, it's just, I don't know, it just looks fun. Like, look at the inside of that. So cute. It was only £12 and I bought it on a whim. I won't lie to you, but I am so excited to read it nonetheless. The next book, again, I bought in that video. This is the last book I bought in that video, and this book I've had on my radar for probably a good year and a half, maybe 2 years now. It wasn't on my wish list because I wasn't really thinking actively about starting this series, but as soon as I saw it in Waterstones, I just knew I wanted to read it, and that is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This one I have heard nothing but incredible things about. Do I know much about what this is about? Absolutely not. I did read the back of it in that video. I won't read it now just to bore you guys, but it sounds incredible. This is a super floppy book. It just sounds like something, I just saw something spicy and that sounded enjoyable. Anyway, I just know this is something I'm going to enjoy. I feel really scared though because it is a big chunky series and some of the books in this series are thick, but I'm excited to read it. So if you guys would like a reading vlog on this book, let me know. Actually, to be fair, any of these books you want a reading vlog on, please let me know down below. This one, definitely bought it on a whim. It was £14, but I'm excited. The next book I definitely did only purchase because firstly it has my name on it, and secondly I did meet the author back when I went to Summer in the City like a good jillion years ago, and that is The Cursed Melodies by Connie Glenn. I don't have any idea about what this is about. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition. It is beautiful, but yeah, I literally mainly bought it because, oh wow, look at that. Stunning. Anyway, I mainly bought it simply because I met the author one time and it just had my name on it and it looks beautiful. That is literally the only reason I bought this book. It's stunning. I think this one was, yeah, £15 from Waterstones again, and I'm just really excited to give this one a try. Something different, but I'm excited. The next book is another hardback from Waterstones, and that is The Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. Have I read book one? Absolutely not, but look at the cover. Like, I just couldn't not get this book. It is so beautiful, and I have the first book also in a hardback, so I wanted them to match, and it is just beautiful. Like, it is stunning. I have heard nothing but good things about book one, so I really need to hurry up and give it a read so I can dive into book two. All I know is that book one is about a romance between a witch and a witch hunter, and that's all I know. So like, I need to read this ASAP. It sounds right up my street. Okay, so now diving into bag number two, we have Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. This one I actually picked up from Waterstones It was really randomly there and I thought, you know what? Absolute slay. Like Waterstones having a HD carton, like I love that, and I absolutely loved Haunting Adeline. Like I can see why people didn't like it. It is definitely a little bit non-consensual at times. It is a little bit dark and a little bit spicy. If you don't like that kind of thing, I can definitely see why people wouldn't like it, but this I'm just so excited about. If you guys haven't read Haunting and Hunting Adeline, you won't know what this book is about. I won't spoil it, but there's basically somebody in the book that this one is about. It's only a little tiny book. I'm really excited by it and I just feel like it's a really fun addition to the series, so I cannot wait to dive into this one. Then we have The Strawberry Patch Pancake House. This one is by Laurie Gilmore. This is the Waterstones edition. I know that the works had the most beautiful sprayed edges, but it just didn't match the other three I had and I just couldn't pick it up. Like I couldn't bear them to not match. So this is the fourth book in the series and I'm so excited about the fifth one, which is the Gingerbread Bakery. So cute. These are spicy, small town, really easy to read, fun little books. So cannot wait to dive into that one. Next we have Midnight Ruin by Katie Robert. I have all of the rest of the books in this series and I also have all of the indie editions of this series, which I might sell on Vinted because I just don't need 2 copies of every single book I own. Do you know what I mean? So keep an eye out on my Vinted if you guys want any of these books I have duplicates of. But this one I believe is book number 1, 2, 3. Is it book number 7? Number 6 or 7. I just needed it for the collection. I haven't read a single one of this series yet, but I just knew I needed to pick it up anyway. The next 3 books are all part of a series. I already own books 1 and 2 already. However, they've changed the covers now, so I couldn't find book 3 matching the covers that I already had, and I am not mixing my covers. So I will be selling books 1 and 2 that I own already on Vinted, and now I have the new covers. So the first one is Pucking Around. I am sorry. How cute is this cover? I honestly cannot. This book was so good. The flop, insane. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, this was a 4-star read for me and I cannot wait to dive into the next one, which is Pucking Wild. I am so excited for this one. I don't know whether I would have read it already by the time this video goes up, but I absolutely love book 1 and honestly I just cannot wait for book 2. This one looks adorable. I absolutely love the cover and I just cannot wait to dive into this one. Her dress, just so cute. I love that. And book number 3 is a relatively newer release and that is Pucking Sweet. Look how beautiful again this cover is. These are stunning. I am so glad I picked these up. They are just like, the fact that they match is just, it just scratches an itch for me and I'm so excited to dive into more of this series. That is the first 3 in the Pucking Around series and I just cannot wait to get book 4, which I cannot remember what it's called, but I know it's coming out relatively soon. So love those. The next book I picked up was also from Waterstones and that is Where Did You Go by Janine O'Reilly. This is book 3 in the Infiltrated Fae series. Have I read book 1 and 2? Absolutely not. No, I haven't. I have a real issue with buying books in a series before I've even read book 1, but this matches the other covers that I own. It is beautiful and I've heard of really great things. To be honest, anything that Bloom publishes, I know I'm very likely going to enjoy. So I picked this one up and this one was $9.99 as well. Then we have an absolute must-have. This is A Wild Side by Elsie Silver. Have I read book 1 and book 2? No, I haven't. I am literally going through my Elsie Silver journey as we speak. I haven't really read overly loads of her books. I am slowly but surely going through them in chronological order. So I won't be reading this one for a little while, but this is part of her new series with the Wild Love, Wild Eyes books. The only thing, this is a shiny edition and the other 2 I have, I'm pretty sure are matte, which really just upsets me because it's not going to match. But I really need to get over these little tiny changes and just pretend like it's not there. So that's the next book I picked up and I'm going to pretend like it's matte. The next book I picked up is by my girl Frida McFadden and that is Ward D. I haven't read this one. I spotted this one in Waterstones I think, but I think the works have it now and I am so excited to dive into this one. I love to have a few of Frida's books on my TBR because these are so good. Like a series palette cleanser, or if I've read too much dark romance or too much spice and I need a really quick book that I can get through in like a day. Honestly, I cannot recommend them enough. I absolutely love them. I have this one and The Crash currently on my TBR and I'm really just holding off so I have like a few because once I read a Frida book, I want to read all of them. So that is the next book I picked up. Do I know much of what it's about? No, but I'm so excited to dive in and I always go into it blind. But if you guys want to have a read, feel free to have a pause and have a little read of the back. But yeah, so excited about that one. The next book I picked up is The Grandest Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I do already have the hardback of this one, but this one had sprayed edges edges, and it matches the book I own before this in the series, so I just wanted to pick it up. It was literally something I bought on a whim. I didn't need it, but I just thought, do you know what, that is going to look beautiful on my bookshelf when I finally have all my books in one place. I'm just really excited to dive into this one. The next book again is another book which I do own the hardback. I think I actually have 2 hardbacks of this book, which is a little bit insane, but one of them is signed, one of them isn't. This is the paperback version of The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I love Holly Jackson so much, and I just knew that I needed this book. Like, I needed to have the paperback in my collection to go along with all of my other ones, and yeah, I just cannot wait for more of her books to come out because I just need more. They are always so good, and this is just so cute. So I picked up the red version. They also had a blue version. I couldn't decide, and I didn't need both, but this one, beautiful. So we are slowly but surely getting towards the end of this haul. If you guys have stuck around, please leave me a comment down below with the bear emoji because I just need to know who is still here. So the next book we have is Once Smitten, Twice Shy by Chloe Leese. This one is book 3 in a series. Have I read book 2? No, I have not, but look how cute this is. It is so adorable. It's so springy, very summer. Am I going to read it soon? I hope so. I'm really trying to get through as many series as I possibly can at the moment. So yeah, maybe I'll pick this one up soon. This one I believe is obviously a romance. A lot of Chloe Leese's books focus on a few things like autism or deafness or just things like that, where it kind of really does focus on a few other things other than just the romance, which I really enjoy. So yeah, this is book 3 in the series, which I don't actually know what this series is called. It doesn't say, but cute book anyway. And last but definitely not least, we have got Close Protection by Eden Victoria. I mainly picked this one up not only because Eden is such a good book talker and I love her videos. This one has sprayed edges. And it's pink. It's beautiful. I just knew that I needed one of her books, and when I saw that Waterstones were releasing like a limited edition sprayed edge version, like I knew that this was the one I wanted. It is stunning. I just cannot wait to dive into this. I'm so excited. I also think maybe, did The Works release this too? I feel like The Works might have had this one as well. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. I will hold the back up again so you guys can have a little read at the back if you want to. But yeah, that is the next book and the last book of this haul. My goodness, was that a long one. So those are all of the books I have hauled very recently. I know it's a lot. I know I have a problem. I cannot control myself when it comes to books. I already have another bunch of books ready for another haul video, which I know is ridiculous. So if you guys like this video, please make sure you let me know down below. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. And also, do not forget to enter my giveaway if you would like to. Again, I will leave all the rules, all the regulations and everything like that down below in my description. And I just cannot wait to send you guys some books. So that is everything for today's video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.